My name's Terry, and you're watching Fat Five Football. See you on.
Fat Five Football is back for week 5 with another 12 games of fixtures and highlights to bring you this week. With all the games that you can see on screen there, we'll have the highlights for you right here. Looking at the team lineups for week 5, Parmesan Belgrade only have 4 main core players available this week in Luke, Graham, Martin and Scott. They're asking for 4 commissioner players to help them out in terms of Martin, Stuart, MJ and Stephen, and hopefully that will help them push on as they go in the wrong direction down the league so far since the start of the season. Next team up is Flaberdeen, the defending champions from last season. Richard, Craig, Barry and Terry all in up, and just like Parmesan Belgrade, they are asking for 4 commissioner players to help them out this week in the shape of Zach, Matt, Lewis and Paul, not Paul T. Captain, another Paul who is welcoming his debut into Fat Fives this week. Scrandinavia now, and they've got a strong lineup this week with Wayne, Lewis, Ryan Thompson, Chris, Champers, Mike and Matthews all from their core lineup, and they'll be welcoming commissioner player Paddy into their team this week, and hopefully with those numbers they can get some continued good results on the board as they push up the league. O.B City lineup next with Willie, Brian, Lewis, Craig, Matthew, Goggs, Luke, Stephen and Adam all appearing this week for a huge lineup for them, almost a complete team available for them this week. And with those strong numbers available, they'll be hoping that will give them the extra firepower this week. Rapid Viennetta have had a fantastic campaign so far in this season and find themselves at the top of the table. James, Dale, Aidan, Stuka, Jack, Cal, Gilly and Lewis all available this week. Not as much as they've had in previous weeks where they had almost a complete full team lineup, but it's still a large number to push on this week. Fatburn Rovers, another team that has seen themselves with a almost full house team in previous weeks, have a strong lineup this week but are asking for a couple of commissioner players available. John, Terry, Stephen, Mitchell and James all available from the standard lineup, with Sean and Timber and Jamie all helping out this week from commissioner. Ivory Toast have found themselves having some great success this season as they continue to battle at the top of the league. In their lineup this week, they've got Lewis, Chucky, Neil, Liam, Connor, Ian and Kev all from the main lineup, with Ray coming in from the commissioner's team to help boost their numbers this week in that title battle. And finally, we look at the Bayern Bru lineup for week 5. Colin, Stephen, Gareth, Roscoe, Craig, Taylor, Cheesy and Paul all available, with Gareth and Paul coming back into the team after an extended period of absence due to commitments and injuries respectively. Bayern Bru will be looking to push on to try and get themselves away from the wrong end of the table. And speaking of the table, let's have a quick look at the league table before the game's kicked off. Rapid Viennetta at the top on 27 points, closely followed by Ivory Toast on 24. Flaberdeen, O.B City, then Scrandinavia take the places there. Parmesan Belgrade in 6 on 14. Bayern Bru and Fatburn Rovers on 10, split by goal difference. First game of week 5, we bring you Rapid Viennetta versus Parmesan Belgrade. Rapid Viennetta in orange shooting left to right, and Parmesan Belgrade shooting right to left, as early on saves for Parmesan Belgrade, denying Rapid Viennetta early opportunities to try and take the lead in this match, but Stephen in goals there, denying them early on. Rapid Viennetta now resorting all the way back to their half of the pitch as they look to come forward. Ball played to Stuka here. Stuka has options in Jack. Jack there with a shot and a save once again there from Stephen as it's cleared away there by MJ. Both players on loan from Commissioner this week. As a reminder, Parmesan Belgrade with 4 players from the Commissioner squad to help them get across the line this week. Parmesan Belgrade building up the play here as the ball's interchanged between players, and it ends up with Martin there in front of the Rapid Viennetta half, but it's all the way back. Parmesan Belgrade still have the ball though, looking to come forward, and Scott now on the move on the far side, looks to use the walls there, and Jack has touched that ball, and it does look like the correct decision given there by the referee. Having a quick look at the replay here, the ball comes across, and Jack with the touch there. Yep, probably a little bit of panic, as we normally see here at Fat Fives most weeks, with knowing that there's a player behind them, and there is a wag of the finger there from Jack. That is clear as day and the correct decision by the referee. Martin steps up and slots away the penalty there. Great start for Parmesan Belgrade as they battle against the team sitting pretty at the top of the league there, and they go early in this game with a 1-0 lead thanks to the penalty, as they have to defend straight away there from Rapid, but are able to see the ball away. Parmesan Belgrade looking to build up from the back now in the middle of the pitch. A little bit of a battle there. Luke seems to be given there the free kick for the tackle. It looked pretty straightforward there, a little kind of coming together there as he takes a shot, and Luke does get a second goal there for Parmesan Belgrade after getting that free kick for Parmesan Belgrade. Luke then pushing forward and then takes a shot from the angle there and slots that ball away. 2-0 to Parmesan Belgrade in this match. They're going to be absolutely ecstatic with the start of the game that they've brought here against a title chasing Rapid Viennetta. Though Rapid Viennetta do have some company at the top there with Ivory Toast, but they've been looking strong so far this season as Gilly comes forward now. And Gilly gets a goal there for Rapid Viennetta. That 2-goal lead for Parmesan Belgrade didn't last long at all there. Gilly with a lovely play shot and saving in goals. Does get it right away and tries to get a hand out to try and stop the ball, but is unable to. And we are at 2-1 in this match. Rapid Viennetta looking to get forward. Now that they've got that goal, they can smell blood in the water there to try and search for the equaliser. And the shot there just going wide. But James there on the rebound after the initial miss / save. It might have hit the post there actually, but unfortunately the camera angle is blocked there. But James, quickest to react, slots it into the back of the net. And that is Rapid Viennetta back into this game on 2-0. Parmesan Belgrade will be absolutely gutted that their lead early on has been taken away. But still, it's 2-0, and this is a tough match for Parmesan Belgrade, and performing well so far between good defence, goalkeeping, and as they are currently getting some shots on target as Lewis in goals for Rapid Viennetta is forced to palm that shot wide there. James, the most recent goal scorer for Rapid now, ball at feet, plays it through to Stuka. Stuka pushing forward, look for company, but Stuka's turned up. Stuka gets a shot away. Oh, and that is a third goal there for Rapid Viennetta. The shot there with too much power. Stephen there. Actually, I was going to say, I thought Stephen may have got a hand on it and it was too powerful, but it's actually just gone past him there, unfortunately. And Rapid Viennetta now have taken the lead. The league first place current holders have now put themselves in the driving position of this match to walk away with 3 points. But Parmesan Belgrade still in the attack as they come forward, but now there's a counter from Rapid. Rapid now playing it to middle for Stuka to Cal. Cal with the shot and the save there by Stephen. Now, can this next part show the counter-attack opportunities that Parmesan Belgrade may face? But it's Rapid now on the ball, and it's Rapid that have taken the opportunity there, but not quite converted it. Parmesan Belgrade will be breathing a sigh of relief that they are not another goal down to make it 4-2. But it still stays at 3-2 in this match. Only one goal between the teams as Cal has the opportunity here in front of goal. Can he convert? Scott there with some solid goalkeeping, and the ball goes back to him to end that danger against Rapid. Now Rapid are looking to come forward. Gilly, lovely ball there. And what a fantastic finish there by Aidan. Brilliant direct attacking play from Rapid there. Quick ball out from the goalkeeper into the feet of Gilly. Gilly there just touches it on into the path of Aidan. Aidan slots it past Scott, and unfortunately, unlike as we just saw before that goal, Scott is unable to defend and keep the ball out the goal as he was against Cal earlier. So 4-2 is the score currently in this match. 2 goals to the good are Rapid Viennetta. Parmesan Belgrade looking to get back into this game, but here come Rapid. Rapid now with Gilly. Gilly in front of goals there, and Scott is able to this time produce some good goalkeeping effort there to deny another goal for Rapid. But they're on the move, Rapid now. They're up into the Parmesan half, into the middle of the box there. Another great save there by Scott to deny Rapid a 5th goal in this match. But they have the ball once again, Rapid. This is starting to become a bit of an onslaught for Rapid Viennetta. Still pushing forward with this ball as they continue to look for that 5th goal. The ball reaches to Jack, and Jack slots that away and does give Rapid their 5th goal. Gilly on the far side of the pitch playing a lovely through ball. You can see Jack in space at the edge of the box here, and he slots it away. Scott, the head's down there, unable to get across the goals. Not the goalkeeper's fault of that one. It was a lovely place ball into the path of Jack, and he's able to slot it into the goal. 5-2 now the score. Complete turnaround from what we saw earlier on with Rapid Viennetta going ahead earlier on as MJ gets a shot there, but it's met well by Lewis in goals. And now here comes Rapid again. Lovely through long ball again. The ball between Jack and Ada in the cross box there. And Niall has got Rapid Viennetta a sixth goal in this match. You've got to admit, that is some fantastic play there. Unfortunately, only Stephen in front of Scott there in the defence for Parmesan Belgrade. But Rapid Viennetta's precision passing there has to be complimented. Fantastic work there. They've really done well to come back into this game, Rapid, and walk away with a 6-2 win. Game number 2 of week 5 brings you Flaberdeen versus Ivory Toast. Flaberdeen in blue shooting left to right, and Ivory Toast in yellow shooting right to left. This is last season's defending champions against the team who are challenging, one of the two challengers for this season's title so far. And it's Ivory Toast, the challengers, coming forward with Chucky, but Zach in goals for Flaberdeen on loan from the Commissioner's team is down low there early enough to make a save. Keen eye regular viewers may recognise Zach as one of our refs, and yes, he does moonlight as one of our refs in between weeks where he is not playing, as Flaberdeen go wide there with the opportunity. So 0-0 in this match so far as Flaberdeen look to come forward. Craig in front of the goals there, but Ian in goals for Ivory Toast is able to take that ball under control and play it through to Neil. Neil, long ball up to Chucky. Chucky playing it back to Neil on the run. Can Neil get the shot away? He does, but the big foot there of Zach denying Neil the opening goal in this match. And once again, we find Neil on the ball for Ivory Toast, playing it through to Chucky. Almost a copy of before. Liam's picked up the loose ball and Zach down there early, and the ball getting trapped within the legs, but he won't care because he's denied the opportunity as Neil gets the goal with a mistake there from Zach. As I was speaking there, he rolls it, tried to get through to Craig, but Neil intercepts it, and then the shot away from Neil, and Neil does get the opening goal in this game after Zach denied him earlier on in the match. So 1-0 to Ivory Toast, the title chasing team against the defending champions. They have drawn first blood, but Flaberdeen will look to push forward. And it's worth noting, a reminder, Flaberdeen have a number of Commissioner players helping them out this week due to low numbers, and it is Ivory Toast that have taken advantage of those low core team numbers this week, with Kev smashing the ball into the back of net past Zach there to give Ivory Toast a 2-0 lead in this match. You might have seen a little bit of the kind of shoulders and questions being raised there by Richard. A little bit of frustration from the Flaberdeen team, but they're coming forward now with Craig, and it's been denied there the opportunity for them to get back into this game sooner rather than later. And it's Lewis coming forward there, and he's hit the post. The on loan and debut player Lewis there hitting the post, and that would have been a cracking start to his attendance and his performances here at Fat Fives. But Ivory Toast coming forward. Chucky now. Chucky rounds the goalkeeper. Chucky slots it away, and that is 3-0 now to Ivory Toast. Lovely dummy there against Barry. Continues to go forward. No panic there. Waits for Zach to commit and then slots it past Zach in goals to make it 3-0 in this match to the men in yellow who are chasing for the title, as Lewis gets a shot away there, but it's palmed away by Ian in goals. Now there's a battle in the Flaberdeen half. Lewis, once again, the Commissioner player, plays a lovely ball into the middle, goes all the way through to Craig. Can Craig slot it away? And he's just gone wide with the shot, unfortunately, for Flaberdeen. Not quite getting a goal in this game yet. They still trail 3-0 in this match as Barry hits the board, and Cruelly's landed at Kev, and can Kev punish them? No, Zach stands up tall there, or really stretches out strongly, it's probably more the best way to describe it, but either way, denies Kev. Flaberdeen coming forward to Barry. Barry with a shot, and eventually it does go in the back of the net there. I think there's a little bit of confusion as to whether it's been an own goal or an actual goal. In this case, there is the save made there by Ian, but it looks like it does cross the line after the bounce off of Ian. We're going to give the goal to Barry here. 3-1 in this match. Barry with the goal for Flaberdeen there. They're back into this and they have dropped the goal deficit now to only 2 goals. Paul there, unfortunately, a little bit confused in the middle of the pitch. Kev's coming forward now, and Kev unbelievably has missed that one-on-one opportunity, but Liam cleans up afterwards, puts it through the legs of Zach, and does get the goal. That's very unlike Kev, unable to convert that, but Liam in fantastic form this season for Ivory Toast, slots it through the legs of Zach and punishes Flaberdeen with a 4th goal against them. And so now it's 4-1 in this match, and the 3-goal deficit has been restored after it was removed earlier in this game. Flaberdeen in the Ivory Toast half as Barry comes forward. Lovely run and a heavy touch, and it goes into the box there. And Ian will be thanking his lucky stars. He can just cleanly and easily pick that up. Flaberdeen coming forward though with Terry. Terry on a run. Good ball by Zach. Terry. Oh, that's fantastic from Terry there. They'll roll it from Zach. He didn't even touch this ball. He just lets it roll in front of him, leaves all the space in front of him to run into, and just slots it in the back of the net there. And now it's 4-2 to Ivory Toast in this match. Flaberdeen with their 2nd goal there from Terry. Brilliant stuff there from him. Lovely solo run. A great capture of the footage, if I do say so, in watching this back. But Kevin's the ball now with Ivory Toast, and it's blocked there, and Terry with a lovely flick onto Barry. Now can Barry make something in the side net and only, and then it gets cleared away there by Liam. Terry now once again for Flaberdeen. Lovely solo run once again. Can he finish? No, he's closed in by Liam once again, who denies him. And there is a free kick given in this instance here to Flaberdeen. And then there's a chance there, but it's closed down there by Ian in goals. A bit of confusion about the free kick as to what it was given for, but the play continues on now. No opportunity, no advantage gained from Flaberdeen from it though. Kev on the far side of the pitch plays it across. Oh, unbelievably there, Connor. He just had to slot that into the back of the net and he stood on the ball. But now Terry's coming forward for Flaberdeen. Can they score? Yes, they do. Terry scores, gives Flaberdeen the 3rd ball, while there was confusion and almost a bit of a reaction from Connor's, don't know how to describe it, to be honest, mistake, maybe, blunder, whatever way you want to do it. Ivory Toast have static at the back, and Terry takes full advantage. 4-3 now, only 1 goal in this. Can Flaberdeen make it the impossible and come back and get a point with it? We are getting dangerously close to the end of the game though here, and there is the final whistle. 4-3 Ivory Toast live to see the 3 points. Game number 3 of week 5 sees Fatburn Rovers versus Bayern Bru. Fatburn Rovers in green, shooting left to right, and Bayern Bru in purple, right to left. Fatburn Rovers this week have a number of players from the commissioner squad that is helping them out. Got a few on pitch just now. Jamie in goals, Timber there in the middle, left of James on the ball right now, who just hits the post. And we've also got Sean as well on the far side of the pitch. So the introductions are done and the action's already underway, as we saw there with James, captain for Fatburn Rovers, hitting the post early on there as Bayern Bru look to try and get some points here. This is a bottom of the table clash here, and you can see here, lovely goalkeeping there from Craig, actually. Very, very clever, keeping that just out of the box. They are recognising that it was on the line. Referee having a great visual of it there and deemed no penalty there. So just wanted to quickly highlight that one in case it looked like it might have been a penalty call, but certainly no shouts from the players, so nothing there of any issue there. As Jamie gets down low there for Fatburn Rovers for the save. A few shouts there for the penalty, but it looked like he was in the box there as Roscoe hits wide. Just to confirm that Jamie, the goalkeeper, being in the box, not an outfield player now. As Fatburn Rovers come forward with Timber, and it's in the back of the net, and the on-loan commissioner player there with the opening goal in this match. Lovely long ball, gets onto the end of it there, and a first time hit manages to put it past Craig Ingalls there, unfortunately unable to replicate the skillful goalkeeping skills he showed earlier on, as Jamie there matches and meets the hit there from Stephen. So The game is 1-0 to Fatburn Rovers now as Terry's into the Fatburn Rovers half there as he gets the ball right across the pitch there to Mitchell there to John. Great goalkeeping there by Craig. Instinctive shot there by John, and the reactions by Craig denying him from getting the Fatburn Rovers second goal in this match. Bayern Bru on the move though. Open goal there. Oh, unbelievably, Gareth has missed it there. He's just shot high and over there. Obviously trying to put a bit of power behind it as Jamie matches another one of Gareth's shots. A great opportunity for Bayern Bru to get back into the match, but they've won it back here with a sloppy out pass and the shot there, and it is converted by Stephen, and that gives Bayern Bru a goal back into this game. Manages to get in front of James there on the far side, go past Stephen for Fatburn Rovers, and then as Jamie goes down early, expecting the shot across goals, Stephen for Bayern manages to hit it high over him into the back of the net. So 1-1 now in this game. And as I was saying, these two teams are at the wrong end of the table. This is a battle at the bottom. So both teams will be desperate here for the 3 points. A long ball out there to Taylor. Taylor trying to get that ball under control. They lose it a little bit, but it's been picked up there by his teammate, and the shot is saved there by Jamie in goal. Bayern Bru showing that they do have some attacking purpose in this match. The Fatburn Rovers win the ball as it's shot there. Brilliant save there by Craig to match the powerful shot there by John. And it remains 1-1 in this match as Fatburn Rovers will win the ball in their half and look to come forward once again. And they're pushing forward now. Mitchell to James. James with the shots and Craig there with the save. Some brilliant goalkeeping here on display between the two goalkeepers here, both conceding the same amount of goals. So it is on a knife's edge here as James tries again past Craig, denied once again, finds John though on the edge of the pitch, and John is able to convert this time. James here denied once again by Craig. Great goalkeeping within the box there, and then John slots that away. It looked like as if Colin there might have almost went into the box there, but he did not gain any advantage, did not stop any chances there, and didn't actually affect the play in a negative way for Fatburn Rovers. It probably might have made it easier for them to make the pass. So, play continues 2-1, no punishment there as Craig pulls off another save against Timber there, and the match continues on. Fatburn Rovers come forward once again, just hit wide. John can't get on the ball. Timber now. Timber takes a shot and he gets his second of the match here. Timber. It's a good ball there that arrives at his feet. Unfortunately, Roscoe unable to move and get a challenge in, and the shot there going through a ruckus of bodies, and you can only assume that Craig sees that far too late for him to be able to do anything more than what he did there. So 3-1 in the match now. Fatburn Rovers building themselves a little bit of a lead, and as I said before, and I will say it again, it's a battle at the bottom of the table. These could be vital points as Bayern Bru though have got themselves back into this through Cheesy. Lovely interplay between him and Stephen. John there trying to get the ball away from Stephen's feet, eventually makes it all the way through to Cheesy there, and he slots it past the diving Jamie there in goal. So there's only 1 goal difference between the two teams now in this match as Mitchell plays the ball forward trying to get Fatburn Rovers going forward, but Roscoe's won it. Roscoe into the middle to Cheesy. Cheesy with the goal. Yes, it is. I did say with the goal there. That was a bit premature. I meant the shot, but it did turn out to be the goal. Great pass through the legs of Timber there. That would have unsighted Jamie in goal. Would have seen that too late for him to get anything more than what he did out to the ball. And it's 3-3 in the match. So the big battle here is even Stevens. Will there be any of these teams that take the advantage? The ball plays to Roscoe. Roscoe with a shot back to Stephen. Stephen, can he convert? Oh, and he's hit it straight at Jamie. And that was probably, as we enter the last bit of play here, the golden opportunity for Bayern to take the 3 points. Referee blows for full time. It is 3-3 in this match. Both these teams with 1 point each. They probably both wanted more. Game number 4 of week 5 sees Scrandinavia versus O.B City. Scrandinavia in red, shooting left to right. O.B City in black, shooting right to left. And this should be an interesting game for both these teams that are having a bit of a mixed bag, but they actually find themselves in the better parts of halfway of the table. as an early shot there is saved by Luke. So nothing determined for each of these teams so far as we get closer to the midway point of the season, meaning that they can go in either direction. And this match could be a catalyst for which direction each team goes throughout the rest of the season. Scrandinavia lose the ball there in their half. O.B City picking it up on the halfway line, looking to come forward now. Burnley with a shot just wide of goal there, and Wayne calmly sees that ball go past. All being a bit tame, maybe a bit timid, you could say, in this match. We've not had much chances. A couple of shots at goalkeeper, a couple of shots wide. Nothing too dangerous so far. But here comes Scrandinavia. And as I say that, Paddy, who is on from the commissioner's team for Scrandinavia, manages to break the deadlock with the opening goal there. A great strike there from distance, and it just nicks inside of Luke's post there in goals for O.B City. So Scandinavia have broken the deadlock and have drawn first blood in this match. 1-0 to them as Chris comes forward. Chris, lovely feet. Can he keep going? Willie there, vital tackle there to take that ball away. Otherwise, Chris probably would have got the shot on target at least, or potentially even worse, get the second goal. But Chris has got the ball once again now for Scandinavia as he rides the tackle there, looking to come forward. Lovely footwork there with the shots. And this time, he does get the opportunity and converts for Scandinavia to give them a second goal. Lovely little roll over there from Chris. Two players coming in to close him down. Not a problem from him. Hits it from distance, and Luke just has to watch that ball go past into the bottom corner of his goal. And that is 2-0 to Scandinavia in this match. They'll be pleased with the start for this game against O.B City, who have a really strong lineup for this week. So will they be able to turn it around as top goal scorer Goggs is on the ball right now? Oh, and that looks like it's hit under the bar there. Didn't cross the line. The referee has not given the goal. Not that we could tell any different from here, to be fair. So that is a chance that's gone begging there for O.B City. But Willie hits from distance and manages to make sure it does cross the line this time. Brilliant smash there from the halfway line into the inside post in the back of the net there. And that's O.B City back into this game once again. 2-1 to Scandinavia. I say once again, this is them back into the game for the first time. 2-1 to Scandinavia regardless is scoreline, as Scandinavia looking to keep that lead. The ball's been lost in the middle of the pitch now. Lewis, captain of Scandinavia, coming forward. Hooked up, looks up with Ryan there. Ryan, lovely bit kill, but Stevens picked up. Stephen with a shot. And the save there from Wayne, able to hide the blushes there of the lost back pass from Ryan. Scandinavia looking to start from their half as Wayne kicks it long. Lewis for the header. Oh my word. That would have been unbelievable. One ball there, Lewis with a header there, and it's just tipped wide. You could tell from his reaction and maybe some of the groans in the background that it was close. Lewis now on the ball for O.B City with a shot there and off the post, and eventually goes back to Wayne in goals. After a slow start, this match has massively improved in terms of excitement, and we're really looking forward to see what the rest of it is going to give us as the shot's away here from Lewis, and he does convert it, and that is 2-0, and O.B City have made the comeback in this game, battling there with Thomas on the opposite side, and then smashes it past Wayne in goals to give O.B City their second goal of the game. 2-2 now in the match, and so the teams are all square. And now there will be a sense that either one of these teams can push forward to try and take the 3 points. O.B City on the attack now with Brian. Brian with the shot, just wide of goal. It's still in play though, and it looks like Mike here for Scandinavia was going to pick up the ball, but Stephen closed him down. Steve with the shot, and Stephen gets a third goal for O.B City, flipping the narrative of this game on its head as he puts O.B City in the lead for the first time in this match. Wayne unable to get a foot to it, and Mike there unable to make the block from Stephen as he's doing the challenging in front of him there. So 3-2, O.B City is now the scoreline, and it looks like they're already trying to go for a fourth one here with Matthew's shot as it just slightly goes wide and Wayne gets it under control. Wayne trying to play the ball out to Chris. Chris with the dancing feet, what will he do? Uses Paddy, back to Chris, so can Chris convert? Yes, he does! And it's 3-3 in this game. Absolute end-to-end stuff here today in this match. Paddy there, lovely little pass into the path of Chris, and Chris there slots it away. There's protest there, I think from Lewis, that's trying to say that he's in the box. It did look like from here he was outside the box though, unfortunately Lewis, so No problems there on the call, at least from what the camera view is. As we continue play, a whistle's heard in the background, but Brian tells the boys it's nothing to do with this game. O.B City in the Scrandinavia half, looking to come forward. A good block there, and now Chris is on the move once again. He's got a defender in front of him. Can he convert? Oh, and it's off the post. Unbelievable. Honestly, the excitement and action in this game has just increased as it's gone on and on and on. And at 3-0 is either teams to try and nick here, as Chris does get the shot away from angle there. I was going to say Chris at a really tight angle picking up that second ball, but he manages to squirm it between the post and Luke there. In fact, it's actually through Luke's foot and through the legs. That's unfortunate for Luke, but Scrandinavia will not care. Here is a fourth goal, and that's put them back into the driving seat. They were 3-2 behind, they're now 4-3 up. Can they get this match across the line and get these 3 points home? We're in the last bit of the match here, and O.B City have picked it up in the midfield, but it's been lost. And can they quickly get it back? No, they can't. 4-3 to Scrandinavia is the final score. The boys in red walk away with 3 points. Next game available in the highlights we have for you is Fatburn Rovers versus Scrandinavia. Fatburn Rovers in green, shooting left to right with the early chance there, and Scrandinavia in red, shooting from right to left. Both these teams looking to pick up some more points this season to push them on up in the league, as Scrandinavia come forward now with the opportunity, and Jamie there from the commissioner team down and low, showing his goalkeeping prowess there to deny Scrandinavia an opening goal in this game. Timber there also from the commissioners team. They're playing it forward to Sean, another member of the commissioners team this week, as Timber there gets the opening goal. A lovely shot from distance there. Scrandinavia not expecting it to be on target there, but it is, and it sneaks into the bottom corner there. You can see Captain Lewis of Scrandinavia there trying to get a foot on it, and Wayne unable to act early enough to get anything on the ball, and there we have the opening goal for this match. Scrandinavia look to try and get back into this game immediately, but unable to. They are moving on in the game. We've got Scrandinavia now challenging for the ball in the middle of the pitch up against Timber. There is scored through to Sean, the commissioner player, and now Terry is on the score sheet for Fatburn Rovers. He'll be delighted with getting that goal there. Lovely pass there by Sean, and the great strike there by Terry into the inside post. Pass Wayne in goals for Scrandinavia there. Unable to once again get anything on the shot, and now Scrandinavia find themselves 2 goals behind. Fatburn Rovers continue to come forward now, and Sean with the shot just wide there. Terry will collect on the other side, and now John has the ball with the shot there, but just wide with a save there from Wayne. And now Fatburn Rovers still on the attack. Absolutely relentless with Scandinavian opportunity through Lewis. Can't quite get the ball into control. And the save there from Jamie. And it looked like the ball might have trickled into the net there. But Jamie manages to get enough on the ball there to ensure that it goes wide. All the way back in the Fatburn Rovers defence is where we find the action now. Mitchell on the ball looking to play through to John. John, tackle there from Crystal from Scandinavia's opportunity, and they take it, and it's 2-1 in this match. John receiving the ball there. Lovely tackle there by Chris, you have to say, with a nice little touch on the ball to take it away. Clean tackle, and then slots it into the bottom corner. Chris, who has been on fire since joining Scandinavia permanently, adds another tally to his lot. John with the ball at 2-1 to Fatburn Rovers now that the game's kicked off, as they look to play it across the midfield and keep it into control until they're able to push forward into the Scandinavia half. Fatburn Rovers on the defence now. Mike, they're challenging with James, but James using the wall to his advantage. Lovely turn by Ryan, and Chris, the goal scorer, once again with the ball, shoots. Save there from Jamie, and Ryan can't quite convert that to get a second goal for Scandinavia. The ball there blocked by Timber. A wee bit of an unorthodox pass there, but eventually goes all the way through. Wayne can't get to it. James with the shot, and just wide of goal there. A little bit of panic in the Scandinavia defence there, you'd have to say. Fatburn Rovers unable to take advantage. Mitchell now on the ball with a long shot there. Wayne, strong foot, clears that danger away to secure it. Still 2-1 in this match after a bit of a goal glut earlier on there. as Jamie collects for Fatburn Rovers. Oh, and he put it in a bad place there, but manages to get the save away. Paddy on from Commissioner's team, can't take advantage of it. Sean now for Fatburn Rovers, also Commissioners with a back heel. Lovely bit of flair, but it doesn't pay off for the team in green as Scrandinavia come forward once again, but the shot wide there from Paddy. And now the counter-attack may be on here. Mitchell coming forward, finds Sean. Sean tries to play it through again, similar, but Chris has now picked it up for Scrandinavia and possession has turned over. Chris now going through, but can't quite bring it under control. Mitchell in space, so can he take advantage? Yes, he does. Through the legs of Wayne there, and that makes it 3-1 to Fatburn Rovers. Opportunistic there, the Fatburn Rovers team, but they took full advantage there with Mitchell being up the pitch on his own there. Wayne, unfortunately, unable to get anything on the shot to deflect it wide or stop it. It goes through his legs cruelly, and it's 3-1 with a save there from Jamie being down low from Fatburn Rovers, keeping it at that 2-goal lead for Fatburn Rovers. They'll be looking to try and hold things as they are and walk away with 3 points here. Scrandinavia come forward and the save from Jamie, and the second chance they're not coming to anything there. Scrandinavia once again on the attack. Now that they're 2 goals down, they're still looking like they are trying to get back into this match as Fatburn Rovers lose the ball in the middle there. Oh, and that's hit the post there from Paddy, unfortunately for him. And once again, the opportunity there, but it's cut down by the Fatburn Rovers defence as they look to break forward. Once again, Jamie on the ball, scanning around for options. Few players in positions, but being picked up by Paddy. Can Paddy convert? Paddy with a shot, saved by Jamie. Shouts that he's outside the box. Looks like he was in the box. Referee says in the box there. Looked like from our angles that he was as well. So that seems to keep in line with the referee's decision there. As we enter the final moments of this match, Scrandinavia looking to try and get one more. The ball's being played through to Ryan. Ryan hits the post, and the referee blows full time. 3-1 Fatburn Rovers. Game number 6 at week 5, Fat Fives football season 8. Parmesan Belgrade versus O.B City. Parmesan Belgrade in white, shooting left to right. O.B City in black, shooting right to left. Early on there, Parmesan Belgrade with the opportunity, but blocked them there as O.B City come through. And O.B City, on one of their very first attempts, managed to convert a simple ball, played it by the goalkeeper, Goggs there, showing why he is topping the MVP charts. Manages to dink it past MJ in goals there. Martin unable to close down the space on Goggs when he is running at full speed. Very few players can keep up with Goggs there. So 1-0 to O.B City. They will be happy with that start, and Goggs will be happy to be on the score sheet early to keep up his campaign towards another MVP trophy. That'll be 3 in a row this season. Craig now with the shot there, saved by the goalkeeper, and then the follow-up unable to convert there. Parmesan Belgrade knocking the ball about in defence. Camley playing it out to the goalkeeper there. Now Martin's collected in the middle of the pitch. Martin has lost it to Willie though, and there's a loose ball on the other side. Stevens picked it up for O.B City. Can he make anything from this? Plays it to Willie. The ball goes wide, it goes there, but Willie's still in the corner. Willie the shot. Oh, and incredibly Willie manages to make the conversion into the goal there. Looked like the tightest angle from the left-hand corner, and as we remind newer viewers, obviously our camera can't pick up all 180 degrees of the pitches, so unfortunately lose a little bit of the skill that Willie had there in the corner, but still managed to get a wonderful shot of the goal to make it 2-0 to O.B City. Stephen comes through now. Stephen, can he make it 3? Goes to the legs, dinks off the post, closest that he could have got without actually scoring there, unfortunately for Stephen. But Parmesan Belgrade will be glad that it's hit off the post to stop another goal going in. There's an opportunity now for Stephen. Another save there from NJ against Stephen. Keeps it at 2-0. O.B City looking like they are the predominant attacking threat in this match, and they've shown it there as Goggs gets his second of the game and O.B City's third of the match. He's given time and space there, and then in fact Graham there trying to put him off in the defence position there, but Goggs Camley just dinks that pass into the corner. Goalkeeper unable to see it early enough to get into the right position, and it's 3-0 in this match. Straight from kick-off there, Parmesan Belgrade getting a shot on target there, but saved well by Lucan Goggs. Goggs, they are down on the floor as you see here, trying to play the ball. We're seeing an increase of this in this season. As a reminder, players are not allowed to play the ball or touch the ball whilst on the ground if it's a deliberate move. Obviously, if they slip on the ball and touch it, that's okay. But if you go down like that, you are unable to touch the ball whilst on the floor. But the referee has given the free kick there, and play has continued on from it as Stephen receives the ball in front of goals. And this time, MJ doesn't deny Stephen. He gets the shot away into the back of the net and gets his goal to make it 4. A lovely chip the ball over the top there to him, takes it down well, and then with the poo, sees the opportunity on the far side of the pitch and then just clips it into there. 4-0 to O.B City. Very rapid goals here from O.B City as Parmesan look to come forward now. And there's Martin there from Commissioner's team playing it through to MJ, who's moved it out the pitch into the field, out of goal, but unable to convert anything there. Martin now with the ball. Martin on loan from Commissioner's team for Parmesan this week. Plays it through to MJ, another Commissioner player. And the save from Luke in goals there for O.B City. So, still 4-0 O.B City. Parmesan Belgrade trying to come forward now, but Brian picks it up. Brian pushing forward, plays to Adam. Adam with the shot. Adam with the goal. Fantastic finish there from Adam. He will be chuffed to bits with that finish there. And a lovely little pass there to Adam. But that finish, brilliantly giving the goalkeeper the eyes, making the goalkeeper dive the wrong way, and then putting it in the back of the net to make it 5. And this is starting to build up a bit of a problem gap here for Parmesan Belgrade. They need to get into this game sooner rather than later, otherwise it's going to get away from them completely as Matthew uses the ball, gets past Scott, and Matthew slots that away. Scott there with a hand of apology. You can see he gave up on that ball quite quickly there. I think he thought somebody was coming along maybe to collect, but Matthew continued to run and just slots that into there. Both defence and goalkeeper left static in that opposition attack there. And it's 6-0 now to O.B City. You've got to wonder whether Parmesan Belgrade are going to think about maybe just shutting shop at this point to avoid losing any more goals and affecting the goal deficit badly, or do they go forward? Stephen now from the Commissioner's team going forward with a shot. Brilliant finish there from Stephen. Takes that ball in well, intercepts it, brings it down, moves forward, and then slots it into the corner there. Brian tried to come across, probably, unfortunately for Brian there, probably just blocked the goalkeeper's view more than anything. But Stephen did well to make that finish. Parmesan Belgrade will be a little bit happier now that they've got a goal on the score sheet there, so they're not going to go away with no goals scored. So 6-1, and will this spark a bit of a comeback for Parmesan Belgrade as Stephen, the goal scorer, has the ball at his features now. Long shot there. Oh, and he's hit the post. Brilliant shot there from him as Scott follows up with a second. Through to Stephen. Stephen with a dink. And it's in the back of the net. The referee gives the goal. I think a few of the players are unsure about it there. It looked like it did go over the line there. Scott there, lovely header down. Stephen, what a chip there as we see it goes into there. And yeah, you can see the rustle of the back of the net there. Sometimes these camera angles do throw us off a little bit. We've had one of them last week where I did say it didn't look like a ball had crossed the line, where upon further consultation it hit the back post and had gone in. So 6-2 in this match to O.B City. Brilliant goal there from Stephen. I'm just trying to collect himself a little bit here as Stephen's on the ball once again, gets past Adam, and now can he get a third? He's on 2 now, the Commissioner player. Will he be able to get a hat-trick in this game? Unfortunately there, blocked by Luke. And so the play continues on. Scott now for Parmesan Belgrade with the ball, playing it across the pitch there. Stephen on the brace, looking to play it into Scott. And a save there by Luke. Great save there by Luke. Really instant reflexes there, considering how close Scott was to the edge of the box there. But this continues to be 6-2 as O.B City looking to push forward now. Burnley with the shot there and the save. So after a bit of an onslaught by O.B City on Parmesan Belgrade, where they did get those 6 goals, Parmesan looking a bit more assured of themselves now and got those 2 goals as Goggs on the ball looks to play through with the chip there. And Burnley's shot just gone wide there. Martin up against Willie. Willie's played that ball past Goggs there. Scott, his shot is closed in by Goggs and through to Martin. Now what can Martin do here? Martin with the shot. Save there from Luke. And Luke picks the ball up in his own box to secure it there. Martin, now the Commissioner player on the pitch for Parmesan Belgrade, is giving it away to Stephen. Stephen to Goggs. Can Goggs score here? Oh, and the goalkeeper, fantastic there. Expecting that to hit the back of the net. Got the initial shot, managed to push it away on the second. And it stays 6-2. And MJ now on the ball, losing it to Gogs. It's the sort of performance Parmesan could have done with earlier in the match. Is Stephen in front of goals there? And Stephen slots away another goal for him there. Gogs plays it through into the middle of the pitch and then through the legs of the goalkeeper. Stephen slots it there, and that makes that 7-2 as both Gogs and Stephen now sit on 2 goals, looking for a hat-trick in this game, as well as obviously Stephen for Parmesan Belgrade himself sitting on 2 goals. Neither of them, though, will get it, as Burnley has got the next goal to make it 8-2 in this match. A great ball played into him there, in the tightest of angles, and actually goalkeeper coming out of the box. So either way, it was either going to be the goal that with Burnley hitting it in the back of the net, or they probably would have given away the penalty. Probably that is what the referee has seen and made the good decision to let the play continue on before blowing the whistle. We have had instances before, unfortunately, referees being apologetic with their overzealous and blowing a bit too early, and the opportunity to score has been lost. But not in this case. Correctly, play continued on, goal was scored as O.B City continue to push forward as they shoot just wide of the goal there. Parmesan Belgrade now with the ball in their half. A little bit of a panic there, but it is collected calmly there. Now MJ in the corner. Martin shouting for him to play it up to him, and he plays the long ball, but unfortunately no one there to receive it at all. Goes all the way through. Now we're going to be, that's it. The final whistle has gone. 8-2 to O.B City in this match. Game lucky number 7, Rapid Viennetta versus Ivory Toast. Rapid Viennetta in orange, shooting left to right. Ivory Toast in yellow, shooting right to left, with the early opportunity here in front of the Rapid Viennetta goal. These two teams are battling out at the top of the league this season, so this is a top of the league match right here. See who can get the best of each other and maybe take an advantage in the next coming weeks. Save there from Ian, though, denying Rapid Viennetta the opportunity to get an early goal, and they continue to push forward now. Ivory Toast into the Rapid Viennetta half as Kev with the shot there just goes wide, followed up by Chucky, saved by James in goal there. And now Stuka has the opportunity for Rapid Viennetta pushing forward, plays it through to Cal, and the save once again by Ian, but Cal in the second, and another save by Ian. Cal will be seeing him in his nightmares tonight, blocking everything so far in this game. 0-0 then, as it sees Stuka playing it through to Aiden. Now can Aiden get the shot away? Ian there on the edge of his box with the save. Barely on the edge, you'd have to say, right on it now. As Jack has the ball, can Jack slot away? Yes, he does. Jack gets the opening goal in this game, and Rapid Viennetta are the team that break through first in this match. Lovely control there from Jack, and a nice volley to get that into the bottom corner. Unfortunately for Ian, unable this time to make the block, and we have the first goal of this game. So 1-0 to Rapid Viennetta. Stuka picking up the ball there from the midfield, and then obviously keeping it under control there. Rapid Viennetta breaking through now, but it's been intercepted by Neil, and now the ball's lost once again, and the long shot there off the wall. Aiden with the second, bounced off the backboards, and then Neil calmly headers it back to his goalkeeper. Throw out by Ian now for Ivory Toast to get up the pitch. Chucky, ball at feet. Have a little bit of pressure there from Gilly. Lovely footwork by Chucky, though. He's past Gilly, and now he's got another player in there. Oh, and he's done it! Past the two players, gets the shot on target and into the bottom corner. What a solo effort there by Chucky. He's bypassing Gilly there. Aiden comes across to try and put some pressure on, and he goes all the way through into that. You can see Aiden there with a turn of the head, almost wondering what happened there at all. We've got it all on camera. You know what happens, I know what happened, and they will know what happened. It's 1-1 in this match. Rapid Viennetta looking to come forward and regain the lead once again. Gilly playing it through there to Stuka to Aiden, and it's just saved there by Ian in goals. The ball there now being played across the Rapid Viennetta half. Both teams edging each other out to try and figure out where the weak points are, as Liam's picked up a loose ball there thanks to Neil. Oh, brilliant finish by Liam. The man has been in incredible form this season, a form we haven't seen beforehand. He's having a whale of a season. Ivory Toast are having a whale of a game. 2-1 in this match now, thanks to Liam's goal there. Some good play by Neil, winning the ball and using the walls to his advantage to feed it through to Liam to slot it away. And now we move on to the next phase of the match. Ian slowly playing that ball out of defence there as Ivory Toast look to build up play. Chucky has got 2 players for pressure there. Once again, brilliant footwork. Can he convert? Unfortunately for this time, James gets a strong foot and clears it away. Good goalkeeping there from the man between the sticks. And Rapid Viennetta have ventured forth into the Ivory Toast half. Gilly now with a shot. And Ian as well, showing the goalkeeping skills on display. Once again, another game where the goalkeepers are really shining in this match with their skills between the sticks there. As Neil plays it to the Kev. Neil's made that run, but Kev decides he doesn't need it. Yeah, he doesn't need it there. He's showing he can slot it away. And it's 3-1 Ivory Toast. Ivory Toast looking like they've taken full control of this match and are looking to hunt down the league leaders, Rapid. And this will be a vital 3 points in doing so. Great play, team play there, you have to say, with Neil's pass through to Kev and then offering the run for him there. Kev didn't need it in the end anyway, managed to convert the shot into the goal. But still, great sign of teamwork there for Ivory Toast. It's one of the reasons why they're doing so well this season. They've managed to figure out all the key roles between their players. And with players like Liam as well, also hitting form, as well as Kev, compared to recent seasons as well. That's giving them as advantage, as we saw Liam there just shoot wide. As I mentioned his name there, commentator's curse, you might imagine they are sticking out on the ball. And the shot there just wide as Ian gets down to put a hand on it maybe. It might have gone wide itself, but either way, the shot goes wide. Cal now looking to play it forward. Aiden does eventually get through to Stuka, who's been shouting for it. Stuka now, what's his options here? Takes the shot, and Ian there with a brilliant save, brilliant foot that came out there and knocked the ball away. Ivory Toast in a commanding position now with a 2-goal lead, but they've thrown that away literally with Ian's long throw not quite hitting the target as Aiden gets the ball. Ian there, good save, and then Liam there to help clear up. Now, is Ian going to attempt this long throw once again? It looks like he is. The throw goes out, once again not hitting the target, and the ball's coming straight back. Stuka there on through and goals, and this time they are punished with the mistake there. Twice tried the long throw, twice hasn't worked, but only bitten once in the scenario. Stuka there slotting that ball away, and Rapid Viennetta thanking Ivory Toast for the opportunity there. So 3-2 now in the match, only 1 goal between. Will Rapid be able to push forward and get themselves an equalising goal, or will Ivory Toast take the 3 points in their march towards cutting the lead at the top of the league? Jack now has the ball, and we are running into the last parts of this match, so Rapid are going to have to move rapidly, you'd have to say, as the whistle goes on the match, and it's 3-2 being the final score in this game. Game number 8, we're back on pitch 4 for Bayern Bru versus Flaberdeen in Season 8, Week 5, Fat Fives football. Bayern Bru in purple shooting left to right, and Flaberdeen in blue shooting right to left. Flaberdeen with the ball early on here, exploring into the Bayern Bru half here, as the shot there from Lewis, one of the new players making their debut this week, just goes high and wide. I think we mentioned Lewis in one of the earlier videos for Flaberdeen having a similar impact. So definitely bringing some bonus to Flaberdeen this week, as Richards' shot there goes into the back of the net. There was some due celebration there from Flaberdeen, seeing as it's the opening goal. I thought it would be a bit more excitement from the team there. But a good interception there. I think it bounces off the back of Colin there, and then Richard slots that past the diving Craig in goal. So the opening goal goes to Flaberdeen, who, as mentioned at the start of the video, are struggling in this week with numbers. So they are relying on a large contingency of commissioner players to help them out this week. So they will be delighted that they have got themselves in the lead of this match. 1-0 to Flaberdeen as Terry picks up the ball there away from Taylor. Terry with a shot, and Craig gets a foot on it to deny that opportunity for Flaberdeen. The ball in the Bayern Bru half there as they look to try and come forward once again. Taylor pushing forward there all the way through to Stephen. Can Stephen convert? And the save from Zach there is well done. Bayern Bru now, another opportunity to try and come forward with the ball, but they just hit wide. Stephen now with the shot, and it just drags the shot wide of the goals. Now we've got Flaberdeen with the ball in their half, looking to come forward once again. Richard to Terry. Terry now looking for options there. And there's one of the new players, Paul, asking for the ball there. Terry doesn't need anyone though. Plenty of options. Decides to go himself and slots it away. Almost right about the halfway line there. Terry's looking up, and you can see the players are expecting the pass. Run's been offered. Doesn't need it. Shoots. Gets it past Craig. In goals. Past the inside post there. And that gives Flaberdeen their second goal of the match. 2-0 now as Bayern Bru look to kick off once again in this match as they try to seek some points to get them off the bottom of the table. But in this game, it's starting to look like it's going to be a harder task than expected as Flaberdeen on the attack once again. Terry in the middle of the pitch there. Terry slots that away. 3-0 to Flaberdeen. Easy as you like, especially compared to his long shot earlier on there. A wee shout out there to Lewis on the other side. Manages to play a wonderful ball in the middle of the pitch and then slots it into Terry's feet to put it in the back of the net on the edge of the box. 3-0 to Flaberdeen as Bayern Bru are hit with, I don't know whether you could call it a sucker punch, but they're definitely hit for 3 there as they find themselves trailing in this match. Bayern Bru coming forward now through Stephen. Stephen looking to play to Roscoe. Now can Roscoe convert it here? Tight angle though. Saved by Zach, who's on loan from the Commissioners team this week as well. Plays it back to Stephen. Stephen now gets the shot on, hits the backboard, and Zach gets down early and collects it. Now a quick roll out from Zach to get the action going again. Out to Lewis there. Now looking to play it into Barry on the other side, but it's been intercepted by Stephen for Bayern Bru. Finds Roscoe in the middle of the pitch. Roscoe with the shot. Roscoe in the back of the net. Shouts of absolute agony there from Zach. I can assure you he's definitely not injured. He is just furious with himself for conceding the goal. Zach, our player / ref, does get quite competitive when he plays on the pitch. So no problems there for him, as you can see up on his feet, but you can sense the frustration. We would like to remind Zach it is only 3-1 in this match at this point. But you know, a bit of competitive spirit, nothing wrong with that. So 3-1 in this match as Roscoe slotted that ball away. Lovely from the pass from Stephen. And now Cheesy with the ball. Cheesy shoots and Zach pushes that shot away to deny Cheesy a chance to get a second goal for Bayern Bru. Flaberdeen now with the ball. A loose pass there, hasn't quite made it. Stevens picked up with Roscoe. Can Roscoe get a second? Shoots wide, second rebound. Zach with a wonderful dive there, pushing that ball away, denying Roscoe the chance. Roscoe up against Craig now in the bottom corner of the camera there. Plays it into the middle to Stephen. Stephen there, a little dance there. Plays it through to Paul. And Paul slots that away for Bayern Bru there. Paul, who's returning after a period of absence for Bayern Bru, makes an impact for the team. They'll be delighted that he's back. They are just in the middle of the pitch. Stephen rolls it back to him and then slots it away. You can see the frustration there from Richard from Flaberdeen there. They're still winning, but now only by 1 goal. And the worry will be there for Flaberdeen, as this could spell a Bayern Bru comeback on the cards with these goals. Bayern Bru with the ball in their half, playing it all the way back to goalkeeper, who's played it now out to the far side. And now the run's on there with a shot. And it's Gareth with the brilliant run there and puts it past the goalkeeper. All out, not quite all out on his own. I was going to say that that's a bit harsh to Matt there. But Gareth then pushing forward with the ball and then gets the shot away. Hard to tell if it went through the legs of Zach or whether it was the other side, but in any case, does not matter for him. And look at the scoreline, 3-3 in this match. After Bayern Bru being 3-0 behind, they find themselves at 3-3 for mere seconds as Lewis there from the Commissioner squad smashes that into the back of the net. Straight from kickoff there, Barry running with the ball, plays it through to him, and then he puts it in the bottom corner there. Looks like it might have used a post on the way in, but he would not care. The boy has got a goal on his debut week. He'll be delighted. Flaberdeen just as delighted to be in the lead once again. And then straight after, Paul, another Commissioner player making his debut this week, is denied by Craig. And now they're coming forward, Bayern Bru, but the shot there from Paul just high over the goal there. Still quite a bit of time left in this match for Bayern Bru to come back in, or alternatively Flaberdeen to push ahead as Craig hits the post there, and they're denied a 5th goal that would give them a nice, comfortable lead in this match as they look to come forward once again. But it's intercepted there by Bayern Bru, and the Bayern Bru coming forward through Cheesy with a shot just wide as Gareth looks to chase and close it down. Stephen now battling near the camera, has won the ball and gets the shot away, but it is wide. It's a bit wild. The ball almost bobbled all the way back to him in front of goals, but Zach pulls up a wonderful save to deny the chance, the second opportunity chance there. And you can see Flaberdeen now on the defence. Craig, they're calling for defenders there, and eventually it does get cleared away. Barry now pushing forward for Flaberdeen, saved there from Craig, and the ball's now bounced out. Can Bayern Bru get an opportunity forward here? And a save from Zach. This is multiple games this week where we've seen some brilliant goalkeeping on display that has been a crucial part of how these games have ended up. And will it be the crucial part in how this game finishes? Zach there with another save, playing it out to Paul. Paul to Barry, back to Paul, but the ball's lost now. T's picked it up. Taylor pushing forward. Taylor, can he find Gareth? He does. Gareth to the Stephen. Oh, and it's in! And that's it. They've got the equaliser in this match, Bayern Bru. Near the death of the game there. Great play between the teammates there as Zach goes diving trying to get a hand onto Stephen's shot. It uses the underside of the crossbar to secure goals in. Referee blows full time. 4-4, dramatic ending to this match. Game number 9 of week 5, and we find ourselves with Scrandinavia versus Bayern Bru as we enter the last round of fixtures for week 5. Scrandinavia in red shooting from left to right as their shot is saved there early in this match. Bayern Bru in purple, right to left shooting as the rain starts to come down now, and you'll see this across the games. The conditions are getting a bit wetter as Chris has picked up a loose ball by Stephen there, but it just goes wide of goal. Scrandinavia now on the attack as Bayern Bru are forced backwards, but eventually they're able to clear it all the way to Roscoe. Can Roscoe convert? Saved there by Wayne, and he's denied Roscoe the early opportunity. Now Scrandinavia losing the ball. Stephen coming for Bayern Bru and slots that ball away to give us the opening goal in this game. Stephen there on a bit of a solo run going past Mike, smashes it past Wayne and goals 1-0 to Bayern Bru in this match. Scrandinavia kicking off now as Mike looks to try and get that ball forward, asking for options, asking for runners, and eventually it does get all the way up, but into the feet of the Bayern Bru goalkeeper. Bayern Bru looking to restart. Gareth there with a long ball over the top to Paul. Now what can Paul do with this? He's got some pressure there. Finds Craig now out of goals. Craig with a shot blocked there by Lewis and goes back to the goalkeeper. Nice play by Bayern Bru, but unable to convert it into a goal. Scandinavia now looking to come forward themselves as they push forward. Chris here on a darting run. Oh my word, what a finish there by Chris. And you can hear the celebrations from Lewis on the side of the pitch there. Brilliant solo run there. And then on a tight angle, manages to find the opposite side of the goal, get it into the inside of the net. And Scandinavia suddenly are back in this game once again. 1-1, brilliant finish there by Chris. And it is a level game at this point as Roscoe there almost getting the shot away there as it bobbles past post with a lovely pass through to his feet, but unable to there. Stephen now pushing forward for Bayern Bru, and then Paul the shot, but it's saved there by Wayne and cleared away by Scandinavia. Scandinavia with the ball up in the Bayern Bru half, but a save there by the goalkeeper, and it might have actually hit the ball, but from the angle it's either one or the other. But then the shot there saved definitely this time by Gareth in goal to deny Scandinavia there. Paul, long ball all the way up to Roscoe. Lovely ball there to find him. A lovely control there. Steve at the back post. Stephen there gets the shot. Craig there on the edge of the box converts it. It's 2-1 Bayern Bru now. Brilliant play there. A ball over the top. Stephen there tried to get the... Actually, I was going to say he tried to get the volley, but that looked deliberate that he cut it back to Craig. And Craig in the first time, edge of the box, slots that away. Two boys there happy with their efforts there and the result. So 2-1 now in this match. Bayern Bru back in the lead. Will we see Scandinavia hit back as Matthew with the shot in front of goal there, but straight at Gareth in goals there to deny him. Gareth once again, ball at feet, looking to try and get the Bayern Bru boys underway once again. Plays it long, finds Taylor. Oh, what a ball to Craig, and Craig just shoots wide there. Really patient play there from Bayern Bru. Almost pulled it off with some fantastic passing and moving there. Craig, once again, the goal scorer on the ball again. But looks to find Stephen. Stephen with a shot. Stephen with his second. And the two Bayern Bru goal scorers linking up again to convert once again as the rain comes pouring down now. Craig passing it through to Stephen there. And then Stephen slotting that ball away to make it 3-1 in this match. Bayern Bru looking to pull away in this game as they try to get themselves 3 points on the table. Gareth there with a bit of an unorthodox save, but has definitely pulled it off that time. Scrandinavia coming forward now through Chris. Chris now with the ball, looking to play it, and it's hit off the post there from Matthew. Chris with a second, and then slots it past the goalkeeper there. Chris with another goal, a second goal in this match. Takes that ball after Matthew unluckily saw his shot bounce off the post. Good control there, and then manages to give the keeper the eyes and slot it into the back of the net. So 3-2 to Bayern Bru in this match. There's a shot there, ricochets and makes it all the way back to the goalkeeper for Bayern Bru. We're still continuing on with the match. Scrandinavia looking to play it lengthwise there between Chris and Paddy, linking up there. But Paul has dispossessed Chris as Paul comes forward with the shot, and Wayne gets a strong foot behind it there. Craig looking to find Stephen. Stephen now with a shot just wide as Bayern Bru starting to pepper the Scandinavia goals there. But Scandinavia are on the comeback now, using the counter-attack to get forward to find Paddy. Paddy just out of shot now with Thomas there for support. Paddy looks like he's still going himself. Chris needs the box, and Chris converts it there to get his hat-trick. That's now 3 goals for Chris in this match, and it's 3 goals for Scrandinavia, bringing it to a 3-all score. A triple of threes there. So Bayern Bru now being brought back to level with Scrandinavia as both teams look to try and push ahead to try and see if they can get themselves an advantage in this game once again. And it's Scandinavia and Chris that have done it this time. Chris has got a 4th goal. He's a one-man machine in this game as Stephen there tried to dispossess Chris. Lovely use of the feet there for Chris to try and take the ball and successfully take the ball away from the tackle there, and then slots that ball away in the end to make it 4-3 in this match. And Scandinavia find themselves in the lead for the first time. Can they hold on to it, or will Bayern Bru find a way back into this game? Scandinavia now, Paddy playing it out wide to Ryan. Ryan now with the shot and the save there from the goalkeeper to deny a chance there. And there's a goal there from Paddy as he pushes forward, slots it from distance there, and gets the 5th goal for Scandinavia. There are 2 players there trying to close them down. Paul trying to get tackling, but Paddy continues forward and is able to get the goal for Scandinavia to make it 5-3 in the game now. So Scandinavia have got themselves a nice little lead as Lewis comes forward now. And Lewis, incredibly from the kick-off there, manages to get a 6th goal for Scandinavia. The ball bobbing about, cheesy there, couldn't quite keep up with Lewis there, and eventually sticks it in the back of the net to make it 6-3 in this match. So Scandinavia really, really pulling away in this game now with this lead. 2 quick-fire goals, putting them in a fantastic position to be walking away with the points. As the pass there hits Lewis on the back of the head, luckily enough, no concussion. You could hear him a little bit of pain there, but he's absolutely fine, it looks like. As Bayern Bru get themselves a 4th through Paul there. The ball bobbing about a little bit in defence. I think Scandinavia might have been a little bit put off with obviously the pass hitting the back of their captain there. Bayern Bru fully concentrating, manages to get the ball in front of the Scandinavia goal, and then Paul is able to slot that ball away. 6-4 in this match. It has been non-stop in this game, but with Bayern Bru now back to only 2 goal difference, can they get back into it as the ball just goes wide there? And can they get anything from this match after massively quick sucker punches there to give Scandinavia this lead that they have just now? Lewis now in front of the goals there, and the save from the goalkeeper, down low saving with the leg. Roscoe now looking to play out and gets Bayern Bru going forward once again, still 2 goals behind. Still time for them to get back into as the shot's wide there, and then just hits off the post there, denying Bayern Bru a way back into this game. Wayne Long ball forward, intercepted there by Cheesy. Roscoe to Stephen. Stephen now with the shot, and the deflection takes it away from Wayne there and gives Bayern Bru a fifth. They're only one goal now behind in this match. There isn't much time left, but a lovely finish there from Stephen. Bounces just off the legs of, I think it was Chris there. Now quickly, Bayern Bru are going to have to get this ball under control before the referee decides to blow the whistle for full time. There's a long shot there by Lewis. Can they get the ball? No, it is 6-5 to Scrandinavia. They walk away with the 3 points in this match. Game number 10 of week 5 sees Flaberdeen versus Rapid Viennetta. Flaberdeen in blue, shooting left to right. Rapid Viennetta currently on the ball in orange, shooting from right to left. Flaberdeen now with the chance to try and play the ball out from the back there as Zach looks to roll out, but it's been lost and Gilly has the opportunity, plays it through to James. James just shoots wide there. Almost a golden opportunity for Rapid Viennetta to get early shots on goals there, but not to be. Cal coming through now, and he's put it in the back of the net there. Cal breaking through the middle of the pitch. James, lovely little pass there to Cal. Cal, very little opposition in front of him. Zach down there early, commits to the save. Cal lets it go across his body onto the left foot and then slots it away, giving the goalkeeper the eyes. And that is the opening goal in this match. 1-0 now to Rapid Viennetta, the league leaders currently, and will they be able to push on against the defending champions to try and extend their lead in this league season. Cal now picked up the loose ball after being lost by Flaberdeen, and Zach down with a save, and Terry manages to get away from Cal to deny him a second opportunity. Gilly, ball at feet, finds Stuka as Rapid Viennetta look to try and build up slowly, but Flaberdeen intercepted now with Richard to Craig. Craig with a shot, and Craig just scoops it over the bar there for Flaberdeen. Paul now looking from the Christians team, looking to push forward, but it's been denied there. Sorry, Lewis, not Paul. Stuka now has a ball at feet to Jack, and Jack's shot is saved. Rebound all the way to Flaberdeen, but unable to convert from that opportunity. Apologies for the confusion of names given there a moment to go. Gilly, ball at feet as Rapid Viennetta look to push forward through to Aidan. Brilliant finish there by Aidan. First time shot after a wonderful pass there by Gilly. Gilly, you can see here, just calmly plays that ball through there, and Aidan their first time inside foot as Zach comes out to try and close the opportunity and to get the ball in the back of the net and to put off Aidan. Aidan stays calm and cool and collective and puts it away there. Flaberdeen now find themselves 2-0 down in this match, and they'll be looking to push on to try and get back into this game, but they lost the ball once again to Rapid Viennetta in their half. Gilly, ball across, and easy as you like there from Stuka. Brilliant pass there from Gilly off camera. You can see him going into the corner there and then plays that pass. Zach tries to get down to intercept the ball, misses it, and Stuka at the back post there slots it away to make it 3-0 in this match. Rapid Viennetta starting to run away with the game with this 3-0 lead. Can Flaberdeen get some chances to bring the game back into contention here? We'll just need to see, as the save there from Lewis in the Rapid Viennetta goal denies Flaberdeen that opportunity. Now, shot there from Flaberdeen is once again met by Lewis in goals. Rapid Viennetta on the counter now, but they've hit wide there, and Zach has the opportunity to push Flaberdeen forward. Richard now playing it through to Craig. Craig tries to get, but does get past, and Craig on goal, and Craig scores to give Flaberdeen their first goal in this match. Niall there trying to get the tackle in on Craig, but he manages to go past and then slot it past Lewis in goal, who has been doing great so far in this game, and unfortunately for him has seen the ball hit the back of his net. 3-1 now to Rapid Viennetta in this game. Can they continue to push forward? Yes, they do. Instant reply from that. 4-1 from Aidan there. The ball there bobbing about as Aidan comes through and then slots it into the back of net, past Zach there, and that gives Rapid Viennetta a fourth goal in this game, as Flaberdeen find themselves kicking off once again after Aidan's goal there. Flaberdeen are going to have to find a way back into this match quickly. There's still plenty of time for that. There's also still plenty of time for Rapid Viennetta to come forward as Stuka has the ball in the Flaberdeen half with the shot there and just hits wide, and eventually the ball is carefully seen back into the goalkeeper's box as Paul now from the Commissioner's team plays it through to Zach. Zach through to Terry to Craig. Craig convert, just inches wide there. And that would have got Flaberdeen potentially on the path back into this match. The ball all the way back to the Flaberdeen goalkeeper. Powerful shot there to hit Terry, can control it. And then Zach makes up with another save. And then brilliant goalkeeping there. You can see the ball's about to run onto the edge of the box into Stuka's path and then gets a strong hand on it to hit it away. Zach now rolling it out to Terry to start again for Flaberdeen, and Terry's shot just goes wide there. Craig will collect though in the corner off camera. Plays it back to Terry. Can Terry convert? Yes, he does. And that's a second goal for Flaberdeen there. 2 goals for the boys in blue there against Rapid Viennetta. And a 2-goal deficit is now the lead for Rapid Viennetta in this match. Great goal there by Terry to cut that gap now. 4-2 being the score to Rapid Viennetta, the league leader. Still a comfortable lead. They still have a bit of space for them to be able to hold on to this match. Flaberdeen coming forward now. Terry there with the missed pass. Now Jack has the opportunity. Jack almost round them there. James is going to get onto it now. Can James get the shot away? James across. Great defending there by Terry. Cal there claiming for the free kick. A bit of a kind of shove, you could have said there, but Terry tracking back there. Great defending and denies Cal that opportunity. Maybe a little bit of frustration from Cal. He didn't react quicker as Aiden's shot there is saved by Zach. And we enter the last bit of play for this match as Jack's shot there is deflected by Zach. Richard tries to get on the ball, loses it to Gilly. Referee blows full time. 4-2 to Rapid Viennetta is the final score in this match. We're now entering the penultimate match for week 5. Match number 11, Parmesan Belgrade versus Fatburn Rovers. Parmesan Belgrade in white, shooting left to right. Fatburn Rovers in green, shooting right to left. Early on here, Fatburn Rovers up into the Parmesan half. John in front of the goal, and John does convert for the opening goal very early in this match. As Sean from the Commissioner's team there races to get the ball on the opposite side of the pitch, uses the ball to find John. John up against Luke there, does get the shot away. John loses his balance there. You have to say it looked like it might have been a trip there, an accidental trip, but nope, lost his balance there. Doesn't care, got the goal. Fatburn Rovers 1-0 ahead in this match. And now we move on to the next highlight of the game, which sees Parmesan Belgrade pushing forward with Martin here from the Commissioner's team playing it through to Stephen from the Commissioner's team. Again, a reminder that both these teams have a significant number of Commissioners players helping them out this week due to low shortage of team players as they shoot wide. As Parmesan Belgrade defends, and John once again slots the ball into the back of the net there. Timber there on the left-hand side of the camera footage there into the corner, plays it across box there. Goalkeeper for Parmesan Belgrade unable to get anything on it. John on the edge of the box there manages to slot the ball away to make it 2-0 to Fatburn Rovers. 2 very quick goals for Fatburn Rovers. 2 very quick goals for John, who's only just recently returned from injury, as Mitchell has the opportunity to take it to 3 and takes that opportunity with glee there, running away from Grain there very shortly after the kickoff there, and just slots that wide as the goalkeeper tries to come out and close down the space but is unable to, and Parmesan Belgrade find themselves in a terrible position very early on in this game. 3-0 down, and they are trailing behind from Fatburn Rovers. We've got Timber on the other side of the pitch just now, playing it through to John in the middle of the pitch. John now, lovely footwork, looking to find Sean. Sean now trying to play it, and it hits off the post. John picks up the second ball. 3rd goal for John, and it's 4-0 to Fatburn Rovers. A hat-trick for John in this game straight away. Like I said, he's coming back from injury there. Parmesan Belgrade defence all over the place. The goalkeeper is well struggling there to be able to keep track of the shots. They are 4-0 very quickly in this game. Spells a bit of doom for Parmesan Belgrade, but still plenty of time. We've definitely seen screams like this have turned around as I fumble through the words there. Timber in the corner will look, but it's been lost as MJ picks it up there, and MJ's ball is loose. And a great save there from the goalkeeper there on the edge of the box from the shot. Parmesan Belgrade looking to play it from the back now. Is Martin up against John. John's won it though. Can John take the shot or will he feed James? Takes the shot. Goalkeeper's out of the box. Penalty given there. You can see that all day. There's no need to do any freeze frames or slower zoom ins on that. Out of the box. Disaster there for Parmesan. But it's been missed incredibly. Stephen stepped up for Fatburn Rovers to slot that ball away. I think he's still looking for his first Fatburn Rovers goal there. And unfortunately for him, it's missed. Fatburn Rovers there have missed that penalty and conceded a goal very quickly after there. Martin from the commissioner team doing a brilliant finish there as Martin, who one of the core Parmesan Belgrade team members there, plays it through to Martin feeding Martin. And it is 4-1 in this match. An absolute burst of activity there in this game as John plays that ball forward. Stephen now on the ball for Parmesan Belgrade. And he scores! And wow, what a quick comeback from Parmesan Belgrade from the penalty miss. They've now cut that deficit to 2 goals now. Stephen shot from distance there. Jamie in goals, unable to react anything more than try and get the foot out there. And it's 4-2. So like I said, we've definitely seen games where a team has led 4-0, turn around quickly. Could this possibly be one of those games with Parmesan Belgrade getting quickly back into this and having the fortunate luck of the penalty being missed? Fatburn Rovers, though, looking to come forward as they play it through there, and the Parmesan goalkeeper will pick it up easily, though. Rolling out to Scott. Scott with John for company, and John takes the ball away from Scott to John. Lovely footwork there, has made space for himself. Is he going to feed it over to Mitchell? He does, and the shot from distance, and Fatburn Rovers put another goal in the back of the net. It is them who hit next, not Parmesan Belgrade, and have they halted Parmesan Belgrade's comeback attempt. Their lovely shot from Mitchell from distance, hit with power, and the goalkeeper unable to do anything to stop that. So 5-2 now is the score in this game as Fatburn Rovers once again looking to come forward. And the shot from John there, saved from the goalkeeper. But Fatburn Rovers looking relentless here as Mitchell has the ball, looks to play it to John. John in front of goals, and he cannot make a connection with it to able to get the shot on target. John now with the ball. A little bit of a falling over there. Doesn't look like a foul. Referee hasn't given the free kick, so the plays continue. Now Stephen in front of goals after the penalty miss. Oh, and he's got it in the back of the net this time. He'll be delighted after that penalty miss earlier on there. Mitchell sees him in space. Absolutely acres of space this side of the pitch. MJ coming across to try and block, but Stephen manages to get the shot away before the block comes in. Hands are raised. He's delighted, and I believe that is his first goal for Fatburn Rovers this season there. So he will be delighted as the score is 6-2. Parmesan Belgrade will not be delighted with the status of the scoreline in this match. Fatburn Rovers looking to play it out from the back through Jamie. Jamie finding Mitchell. Mitchell coming short to give him an opportunity. Mitchell, nobody there. Sean, though, playing it through to Terry. And Terry slots that away there. Unbelievable stuff there, Sean. A lovely little tap there. And then Terry with enough time there. Martin unable to keep up with Terry's pace there. You can see there's a bit of frustration in the Parmesan ranks there with that. And you have to feel sorry for them. 7-2 being the scoreline. It's just been wave after wave of attack from Fatburn Rovers here, with the conversion being fantastic for them as Mitchell's through on goal, and Mitchell gets an 8. This is something else that we're seeing here. Almost every shot on target for Fatburn Rovers is being converted. We see games with plenty of opportunities, but normally there's quite a bit of a back and forth, either with misses, saves, etc. But every shot almost of Fatburn Rovers hitting the back of the net. Parmesan Belgrade having a terrible time out there. And it's incredible that not that long ago we were wondering whether Parmesan Belgrade were going to come back into this game when it was 4-2. You kind of have to say that is a very unlikely scenario now. But Parmesan Belgrade still coming forward through with Martin from Commissioner Squad. And Martin gets a second in this match there. So they are cutting away at the goal difference here. Stephen playing that through to Martin after giving Sean a little bit of the dummy there, and then Jamie unable to get anything on that shot from Martin as he hits it across the goals away from Jamie to make it 8-3. Goals galore in this game. You can't say you've not seen any goals this week with a match like this. 8-3 being the score line as Parmesan Belgrade once again on the defence, and they'll look to try and find another goal in this match to try and find any silver lining from it, as the ball is lost in midfield there, but recovered from them, and Graham takes the ball down well, has looked for company, but Graham takes the shot, and Jamie gets the save on there, and the ball is away. Stevens lost the ball there to Mitchell in the defence, and now can Mitchell take the ball? It's a save there. There's a couple of shouts there, but from the looks of it, Scott's feet was definitely in the box there. It's hard for the referees to give it with their leaning or anything like that, but definitely in the box he was with his feet. And then the ball's cleared away up to the Fatburn Rovers half, and then eventually Sean picks it up. Stephen can't get a hold of it. Look at the shot. Oh my word! What a goal there by Luke! It looked like the ball had got away from Parmesan Belgrade there as it went through the feet of Stevens. He tried to block that. Luke, first time volley, smashes that into the back of the net. Everybody looks on. You could probably hear the crowd on the side. Well impressed with Luke in that effort there. 8-4 now, the score to Fatburn Rovers. And, well, it's now 9-4. Whatever Luke can do, Sean can do just as well. Although maybe Luke's is maybe slightly better. We don't want to take anything away from Sean there. But a fantastic hit there from distance from Sean. So big credit to him for that goal. And such a quick reply after Luke's goal there, making it 9-4 in this match. Parmesan Belgrade, but say Scrandinavia, they're not playing. Apologies for that. Parmesan Belgrade will be struggling to try and keep the heads up at this point. The game has definitely got away from them, but shots are still being applied, so credit to them for keeping that spirit there, as there's a save made there. Another shout out of the box, but it's hard to tell from it. It definitely looks it was on the edge there, as the shot is saved by Jamie Goal. So Fatburn Rovers denying Parmesan Belgrade a chance into this. Players now looking tired. They could see a bit of tiredness coming in, a bit of the heads dropping a little bit, and you can't really blame them with it. It's been an absolute onslaught from Fatburn Rovers. They'll be delighted with how this game's turned out. As we enter the last few moments of this match, referee are blowing whistles all over the place. This game's still going. Now this game's gone. 9-4, the final score in this match. Final game of week 5 sees O.B City versus Ivory Toast. O.B City in black shooting left to right, and Ivory Toast in yellow shooting right to left. Earlier in this match, Ivory Toast with the ball in their half of the pitch. Neil playing it up to Kev, but it's interrupted. They are intercepted, and now O.B City have the chance now. As Lewis comes forward, can Lewis get the shot away? He does, and he gets the opening goal early in this game. 1-0 to O.B City early on. Wonderful strike there by Lewis. Brian playing that across the middle of the pitch there. Ivory Toast unable to intercept and smashes it into the back of the net. They are making it 1-0 in this match. So quickly, we've had the opening goal in this game. No hanging about for some action, and we see it straight away there. And now pushing forward with the opportunity there, but unfortunately O.B City unable to make anything from it there. Some cries from the sidelines there, but nothing given by the referee as the play continues on. Kev running with the ball now, and the save from Luke there, denying Ivory Toast a chance back into this match. Ivory Toast with the ball in their half, looking to play it patiently. Liam now running forward, but it's been intercepted, and now Goggs there with a shot from distance, and Goggs converts and gets a second for O.B City there. Liam tried to get past Goggs. It was a bit of a teamwork between Lewis and Goggs there. Goggs' initial touch, Lewis bringing it back to Goggs in order to get the shot away. Great shot from distance there. You can see Kev there, a bit of head in hands, how that snuck into the post, but it has, and it's 2-0 to O.B City in this match. Ivory Toast, as we said earlier, battling away at the top of the table. O.B City sitting about mid-table, so this is quite a brilliant start for O.B City, as Neil with the shot there is denied by Luke, who gets down and low and palms that away. If Ivory Toast don't get back into this game, this could derail their march against Rapid for the title this season, as they've hit the post there. And O.B City, through Lewis, get a third goal there. As I was saying, Stephen hitting the post earlier on gave the opportunity to Lewis on the opposite side of the pitch as the ball ricocheted across over there after hitting the post, and Lewis converts it to make it 3-0 O.B City. They have taken full control of this match early on. O.B City not giving Ivory Toast much opportunity in order to push forward, as Liam comes forward now, but Luke there collects the ball easily, and O.B City are on the attack once again. Craig playing up to Goggs, plays it back to Craig with a shot, And Ian down low there with the save. Brilliant save there from Ian, managing to deny Craig. Stephen with the ball, looking to play it into Goggs, and Goggs tight angle there. Stephen can't quite get the volley on it, and eventually it ends up in the hands of Ian safely in the Ivory Toast box. Goggs now, ball at feet, looking to push forward. The hit there, and it looks like it might have taken a slight deflection off of Chucky there as it headed into the back of net, but it's a fourth goal regardless for O.B City there. Yeah, I think it just hits off the knee. It's on target anyway, but Chucky just accidentally diverts it away from the goalkeeper there. 4-0 in this match. A goal there by Goggs. And O.B City looking strong to walk away from this game with all 3 points. As Luke does a bit of an unorthodox save there, but it's worked out well, lands the feet of Stephen. Stephen now in front of the goals after getting it back from Goggs. Stephen still, lovely little play there with the heel, and Goggs' shot is saved. But the second chance now, and Goggs converts this time, and that is Goggs' hat-trick in this game. 3 goals for him, 5 for O.B City in this match, and it has put them in the driving seat of this game. No reply back from Ivory Toast so far, and Goggs sitting there on a hat-trick. Lewis as well with 2 goals, so still in the shout that he could also pull up a hat-trick of this game, and that could be disastrous for Ivory Toast though. Chucky now for Ivory Toast, looking to try and get back into this game, but the pass there has been lost. Apologies for the language there, you might have heard. And it hits off the post there from O.B City as they push forward in this match. Now O.B City with the ball in their own half, looking comfortable with that 5-goal lead as Goggs continues forward and just cannot get a final touch on that ball to get it past Ian. But it's still 5-0 to O.B City here. And now they're looking to come forward once again. Burnley now with the shot, and that's a good save there by Ian in goals, but eventually it is seen back to the goalkeeper. O.B City on the attack once again into the Ivory Toast half. And the ball's been lost there. Now Chucky has the chance. Can Chucky convert? Oh, he can't quite get a touch on there. And it just rolls into the hands of Luke in goals. Ivory Toast now looking to try and come forward. They need to start getting forward more and get some chances. But O.B City are strong at the back here. Neil in front of the goals and just hits wide. And that literally sums up Ivory Toast's day in this match. Few chances and unable to take the major ones that come along. Burnley with a shot there, saved it by Ian. Ian there obviously having a bit of a sting from that save. A little bit of a tangle across the box, but still advantage being played. Burnley in front of goals. Burnley, what does he do? Burnley slots it away, and there is the 6th goal there. Burnley kind of looking up. I think he was half expecting for a free kick to be given. It wasn't. Connor tries to come in and come across, but everything's slowed down quite a bit there. And you can tell there's a bit of last game tiredness in this game, and Ivory Toast probably a bit frustrated to find themselves 6-0 down in this match. O.B City have been relentless as Neil looks to continue to try and win the ball, but eventually goes all the way back to Ray. Ray finds Chucky though. Chucky still has the ball at feet, past Willie, past Stephen, and in the back of the net, and finally he's got the goal, and so do Ivory Toast to avoid them walking away without any goals to their name in this match. Great play there by Chucky, great shoulder run there past the 2 players, and gets that goal for Ivory Toast. And so for the first time in this match, O.B City find themselves kicking off in this game, but they'll just look to calm things down as we are entering the dying embers of this final match of week 5. Adam with a shot long up there towards the goalkeeper for Ivory Toast. Ian rolls it out. Referee blows the whistle. 6-1 final score in this game for O.B City. And with all games and highlights concluded, we'll have a look at the confirmed final scores on the screen just now. As you can see there, all the results there available to view both on our socials and websites. Looking at the league table with all games complete now, Rapid Viennetta still stays top with 33 points, but only 3 points ahead of Ivory Toast. O.B City in 3rd, Flaberdeen in 4th, Scrandinavia in 5th, Fatburn Rovers move up to 6th, Parmesan Belgrade move to 7th, Bayern Bru still at the bottom with only 2 points separating them. Bat 5s are constantly looking for new players. Our registration window is never closed. You can find our player registration form at our website, fat5s.football. Bat 5s are delighted to offer opportunities to all local, national and international businesses to work in partnership with our sponsorship programme, head to fatfives.football/sponsor to see our brochure. Don't forget to like and subscribe to make sure that you're notified of all the highlights for this upcoming season.